I want to jump into this Powered by Inspiration podcast conversation with this idea and understanding of what inspiration is. Because inspiration is, the word has its foundations, beginnings, whatever you want to call it, in about the 14th century. And that was totally very close to the way we use the word now, but somewhat differently. At that point in time, it was considered to be a divine thought or a divine impartation. I don't really like that word, but we'll stick with that word for a moment. But it did seem to be something that was given to you from the divine, which is amazing because we know, scriptures is said to be God-breathed, divinely inspired, all those things. And yes, totally agree with that. So when I'm talking about inspiration and being powered by inspiration, there's this other definition to the word inspiration, and it means to breathe in. It means to take a deep breath. And that's just fascinating to me because until you can fully take a deep breath, until you completely breathe in, you can't really breathe out. I mean, you can breathe very shallowly, but a deep breath, isn't that just the best thing? I went into town today and realized that we have sunshine today and it's beautiful. And I had the radio going and all of a sudden I just found myself taking this deep breath. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is so inspiring. Oh, wow. Imagine that. And that's when I realized this idea of inspiration, being powered by inspiration, is accepting and taking that deep breath. Now let's think about, when was the last time you had a great idea? One of those light bulb moments. Those happen to people when they're on walks, when they're relaxed, when they're doing something, or when they're coming up against a situation, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And they're stressing about it. And then they stop thinking about it. And in the most random time and space, they have this amazing idea. A lot of people have these ideas when they first wake up, that area between being awake and asleep, that kind of, I'm not fully awake and I'm not really asleep. I'm kind of just zoning out. That's a time when you can have some really great ideas. Other people have ideas when they're in the shower. So if we think about that, when you first wake up, you're completely relaxed and you may not be taking a deep breath, but you are completely relaxed. And that helps you tap into the subconscious. That helps the mind to kind of relax and be in that state of calm. And when you're in the shower, it's the same thing. You've got, great hot water, you're comfortable, and you might be breathing a little deeply. So when we think about breathing in, we think about inspiration and taking this deep breath. Once you take that deep breath and your lungs are fully, filled completely. That's the amazing thing, that once you take that deep breath, then whenever you exhale, that's when you're releasing, and you're releasing air, you're releasing stress, you're releasing everything. Well, that's kind of like life. When we are constantly inhaling and inhaling and inhaling and consuming digital stuff and courses and news and conversations from other people, and we're just continually, constantly taking in, we don't ever exhale, we kind of become stagnant. So we need that play back and forth. We need that inhale, that deep breath to pull things in, but then we also need that exhale to create. And that creative process is the exhale to the inspirational inhale. And that's one of the things, and that's the direction this podcast, Powered by Inspiration, is going. We're not only inhaling inspiration, but we're going to look at and talk about how we exhale for creativity. Creativity happens once you have inspiration and you get kind of curious about what you were inspired by. Then you kind of go into that imagination mode, then you go into creation, and then you have, oh wow, I have a great recipe, or I have a great piece of furniture I built, or I have a great piece of art, or I have an amazing horseshoe that I just created. Whatever your thing is. And that's one of the things that makes this so amazing is you cannot fully create until you have fully inhaled or had that inspirational moment. And from there, you can begin the exhale. So that's kind of a background and sort of a little jumping off point to where we're going to be going. And the guests on the podcast, yeah, they're really good. They have some great ideas, some great processes, and some wonderful things that they have walked through and gotten from that inspiration point to the creation point. So I will catch you on the next podcast. If you like this, if you enjoyed it, if you're getting something good out of it, which I hope you are, please consider subscribing. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like so I can know that, yeah, this one was good. And if you didn't like it, it's okay. You can let me know that too. But I would really like you to give me a like instead of a dislike. All right. Hope you have a great day.